Hey guys, Barnyard here from freefaucet.io, and today we're going to be talking about Electroneum and their controversial new hard fork that they released over the weekend, last weekend. So we're going to be talking about what exactly they did on their hard fork, how things have changed, and then a little bit about my thoughts on the hard fork and what's going to be happening with Electroneum in the future. So if you're new here, make sure to leave a like and subscribe because we're going to be releasing a lot more content like this in the future. And if you want to get yourself some free Electroneum, head over to freefaucet.io, log in and get some free Electroneum from there. Okay, so what exactly have Electroneum done? Basically, over the weekend, they released a secret hard fork which completely changed the consensus mechanism of Electroneum and how you can actually mine blocks. So originally, Electroneum was a proof of work coin, and what that means is that anyone can jump onto the network and start mining Electroneum with their mining hardware by using proof of work. So what you have to do is you have to solve a computationally complex problem, and once you have solved that problem using your computer, you are able to validate a block and then receive some Electroneum for yourself as a reward. But this has completely changed over the weekend, and essentially what Electroneum have done is they've centralized the mining and allowed only the people that they say can mine to mine. So basically, you used to be able to mine Electroneum if you wanted to, no matter who you are, but now because of this hard fork, Electroneum have basically made another layer of validation through the moderators of the Electroneum platform, which is their staff members, and they've said only people that we allow to mine Electroneum can actually validate these blocks. And what they're saying is at the moment that the people that are allowed to do this are non-government organizations of their choice, and mainly they are charities and not-for-profit organizations. Although Electroneum aren't actually telling us who they're allowing to mine these blocks, but they're saying that it's somewhere between 15 and 20 non-profit organizations and also charitable organizations as well. So a lot of people are really excited about all these new changes, and they say that this helps stop 51% attacks. It's going to make Electroneum more safe and scalable and secure. But one of the problems is that the whole point of a blockchain is that it is trustless, and that when people mine and validate these blocks, it's done in a trustless way that doesn't require any human interaction or human validation. But what Electroneum have done here is basically they've made another layer of consensus through the moderators of the Electroneum platform, which are their staff members, and because of this, it means that it requires verification of those people to mine these blocks. So what they've done is they've basically given out these authentication keys to members of the charitable events that want to mine Electroneum so that they can mine blocks and receive Electroneum as a reward. Now, if someone who was a bad actor was able to steal one of these keys, they actually have things in place to stop you from mining a whole bunch of blocks really quickly. So on their new protocol, each one of these charitable organizations can actually only mine one block in a row. So let's say that they mined a block and then they attempted to mine a second block and they managed to find the proof of work solution. They actually wouldn't be allowed to mine any more blocks, and they'd be kicked off the network by the moderation layer, which is done by the Electroneum developers and staff members. So this is going to be a really big problem if you like to mine Electroneum and you're just some random dude who has a bit of graphics power and would like to mine the coin. You're actually not able to do that anymore because of this hard fork. And a lot of critics have said that this is really going to centralize the platform. It's no longer within the ethos of blockchain because it is now a centralized system. It's not going to be equal to anyone who is wanting to mine this cryptocurrency. And it basically means that no one is going to be able to mine it unless the Electroneum developers and the Electroneum staff members say, yep, you are able to mine the coin. So another thing they did in this hard fork is they actually reduced the block reward by 75%. So before you were mining a whole bunch of Electroneum every block, well now you're only going to be getting a quarter from mining. And I guess this doesn't really matter to anyone who used to mine Electroneum because you can't actually mine Electroneum anymore. But it does mean that the amount of Electroneum that's going into the network is going to have slowed down significantly compared to how it was coming into the network initially. So why is this a problem for the everyday person? Well, let's say that you don't have any Electroneum. It's now going to be harder for you to get some and more expensive because of supply and demand. There's not going to be as much supply. So if there is the same amount of demand for Electroneum, the price is going to be driven up. So all the big whales, let's say people that are part of the organization, are going to see their big chunks of Electroneum go way up in price because the supply has now been diminished quite substantially. At least it will be over the next 6 months or 12 months because we're not seeing as much block reward being fed into the system. So I'm going to stop there. I'm going to stop my little rant there. I hope you enjoyed this and found it informative. Please leave in the comments anything I missed. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of other stuff I missed about this hard fork that I'd love to hear you guys talk about. And also, if you love Electroneum, let us know in the comments. If you hate Electroneum, let us know in the comments. And if you would like to get some free Electroneum, head over to freefaucet.io and you can get some Electroneum there absolutely for free 3 times a day. And also I've left a link in the description to a Medium article which is explaining the hard fork a little bit more as well. So make sure you check that out if you're interested in learning more about this hard fork. So once again, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.